Hey, thank you for coming by Tori Magoo 44. Today is the second day of Scientology holiday tips. And this one's going to be on knowing and knowingness, which is big in Scientology. L Ron Hubbard said Scientology is knowing how to know. So we're going to look at that and see how true that is. For myself and for many others that I know who've left Scientology, it couldn't be farther from the truth. It starts out that way. It's kind of like a triangle. And when you're way down here, it does have all this information that seems like, wow, you're really learning how to know great tools for life, right? But as you move up, you get cut off more and more from anything that is anything other than exactly what L Ron Hubbard said. And in fact, that's built in from day one. The first thing you read is a thing called Keeping Scientology Working. Now, I've done a whole video on this farther back if you want to watch it. But I'll just show you the first three, which is having the correct technology, which of course is L Ron Hubbard's, knowing the technology, which of course is all L Ron Hubbard's, and knowing it is correct, right? So there's no room here at all for questioning, asking, which any of the great people in history will tell you. Read both sides, look at it, test it. You can't test Scientology. You have to know it, right? And this is even said, one of the first things you learn when you get in Scientology is a thing called ARC. It's a triangle for affinity, reality, and communication. Hubbard said those three things equal understanding, right? So, and he also said any one of those three tips you can do more of to help bring up understanding. So let's say you and a friend agree on, oh, it's a really nice day, but you're not, you don't really know them too well. So you could start communicating about it, and that would bring up the affinity, and thus you would understand each other better, right? It sounds pretty good. It really did. I loved it. I thought, oh man, this is really great, right? But is it really true when you're in Scientology? I mean, it is as long as you're going along with their hoops. Just like Andrea said right before I left, what kind of friends could those be if they're going to leave you because you change your mind? And that's where I realized they are my friends as long as I'm jumping through their hoops their way, with their knowledge that's only their knowledge, okay? So here's one of the references of Hubbard's. Now, this is from his book. Here's their new basic book. Somebody gave me these. Why did I get it? Because they gave tons of these books away to libraries, and one of the libraries said, I don't even want them, gave them back to this critic, and he gave me a set of them. I kept a few and gave some to some of my friends. Now remember, reality for Hubbard equals agreement. That's what he said. That's what reality is. Is reality really that? No. But that's what he said it is. So here he says, the study of Scientology, one should quickly scan the basics and find something with which one can agree, right? Having found one thing, one fact, which he can agree, one should then skim through again and find another fact, all right? One should continue to do this until he feels some friendliness with the subject. That's their big knowingness, right? Now here's a guy, this is another thing in their own book, where he thought, right? Knowingness, thought. He has a scale, know to mystery scale, which I'm going to show you. Thought consists entirely of knowing and not knowing and the shades of gray between. Now that sounds good. And here it is. Here's the guy. Look at him. He looks like Mr. Cool, right? Not really, but that's their version of Mr. Cool. Okay, now, can that guy, is it really all the shades of gray? Absolutely not. First of all, they have the know to mystery scale, right? Now let's just look at that. That's in another L Ron Hubbard book somebody gave me, the Scientology '08 Book of Basics, right? I'm sure Scientology's thrilled on this because anytime Hubbard's books are shown there, that's a big stat for them. But you know what? We're using it to show the people you cannot even apply your own technology. And most of your technology is FOS anyway. All right? Here's the know to mystery scale, right? See it? Now let's look where think is. Think is way down here. See it? Think. See? 3.0. And then look what's below that. Eat. and sex. They're almost at the bottom. Basic things that all of us do are like at the bottom of the tone scale. Now, I know they have their twist on it. I know what it is. Believe me. But you know what? It's not true. And the bottom line is you people cannot use ARC, right? You can't. Great thinkers in history, Einstein, Plato, Aristotle, Shakespeare, Mozart, Beethoven. You're going to say all these great thinkers were that low-toned? Come on. There's a million others. Type in great thinkers in Google, and you'll see. All those people were low-toned. For Hubbard, they are. And if they're not using the L Ron Hubbard Scientology technology, they're not really with the program, right? Which is true. Now, if most great people know, most, scientists, any people throughout history have said, look at both sides, right? If you're really honest and true, you can look at both sides. So I'm going to show you 2 new books that have come out that are the other side. This is for people in and for people out. Here you go, Blown for Good by Mark Headley. Excellent book, 15 years up at the very top with David Miscavige. My Billion-Year Contract, Nancy Maney, and another incredible story. Both of these books you can get at thosetitles.com, right? And I suggest you get them and read them. Now, the last thing I'm going to go over is knowledge. It's an excellent idea to get trained in something. This is for people in. Scientology uses young people all the time. Hubbard realized he could get them in, snag them in, give them a big title. Now they feel really important, and then they're sucked in, right? So I say to you, you are going to work for a long time in your life. Whether you're in Scientology, or whether you're a critic, whether you're anonymous, whoever you are, find something you love and get trained in it so that you can do it for the rest of your life. So you have got something that you can do and make money that you love, right? It's a great idea. And Hubbard said at 15, people should be out working. They shouldn't be training anymore. Of course, because if they trained more, they'd realize, how stupid Scientology is. It is not the solution to man. It isn't. And that's witnessed by most of us who are out here. But even if you're in, look around. Is it working? You don't know. If you knew, you could read these 2 books. Okay? You could read this book. You could read that book. There's a million other books that you could read that would help you without paying thousands of dollars that you have to pay for this con that you're in. So please keep watching these holiday tips. Keep thinking about it. I know thinking is low on the tone scale, but for everybody else, it isn't. And it's a very good thing to evaluate and scientifically look at, does it really work or doesn't it? Not the next thing that they say will work, but does it work now? Look at the people around you. Is it working now? And for critics, anonymous, ex-Scientologists, I cannot thank you enough for helping expose this Scientology con and all their abuses. Thank you for coming to my YouTube site, and I hope you are having a very happy holiday.